I want my levels over and the links. If I have my way, I kind of want everything over. Now let's see. I only have 4 more available points. Let's see. I would argue that will come easily. The items, especially for equipment, is vital, I feel. Slot levels. I mean, that would make it easy. But this, I have to be very, very careful of what I choose here. The levels is a must for me. The items, because I have the best equipment already available to me. So that I need. I don't need the notebook data. That's something I can easily reobtain. The mirror I don't need. I guess, yeah, that would be... These two would be useful. Yeah, I need my bathing suits for my character so I can run around. Other outfits. Don't need that. You know what? Why don't I do that? Because all of this extra stuff here, I don't need. The bonding, easy. I can easily fix that. Okay, so I want... Yeah, I got everything I need. And as I said, this is Nightmare. That's why it was so important that I had my stuff, because I would have shot myself in the foot otherwise.
I was bewildered. I was impatient. I felt overwhelming disappointment with myself and anger at my own weaknesses.
Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
On my first day with Class 7, I was sitting in a room full of strangers. Now I know I'm standing among friends.
But even with that, I've got no regrets about coming to Thor's. None at all.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
But getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
Before I came to the academy, I was a Jaeger.
But I'm confident Class 7 is the finest Erebonia has to offer.
I can't believe it! My very first class trip! We're gonna have the best time!
deserve the chance to earn that legacy you were talking about. To leave a light for those who'll come after.
So brilliant was my time at the Academy that those feelings consumed my every thought, my every waking moment. The time I spent with my classmates was something that, in so many ways, changed me. From the strict yet kind instructors who diligently taught us, to the people we met as we traveled across the country. The time spent with them, my memories of them, were like a truly radiant light. And somewhere, a part of me thought that radiance would continue shining for ages to come. But all it took was a single bullet to bring everything crashing down.
Go finish your speech in hell.
That bullet sparked a fire which grew and grew before our eyes, evolving into a great flame that smothered our light in an instant.
Well played, Armbrust.
There were no exceptions, be it those seemingly never-ending days or anything else I'd come to treasure.
Resound, resound, O voice everlasting! Rend night's silent veil and reveal unto all the beautiful world!
Everything was reduced to ash.
But at the end of the day, I'm C. That's the real deal. The crow Armbrust you've known all this time, he isn't real. He never was.
Back then, I still didn't understand. I didn't know the pure bliss that comes from being with others, nor did I know the ache that comes from parting with them. I didn't understand what it meant to truly love someone. All I could do was endure the torment of my own sense of powerlessness and bottle up the feelings I could do nothing about. All while trying desperately to fight against that ever-burning flame.
You have to forgive me, I haven't played this game in so long that I forget how to actually load the save file. So that one's my fault. And I apologize for those who are actually here in stream. For those who are just coming from the edited, well, let's just say I kept messing up and I loaded this wrong save file. We're good now, we've got the right save file. We're still doing this on Nightmare. We're still doing it with an old file.
Where am I? How did I get here? I feel like I was fighting, and then... Am I dreaming?
Of course not. So you've finally woken up.
You're...
And I wish it were, but this is no dream. This is reality. Cold, cruel reality. And you're going to need to hurry up and accept that because you haven't got time to waste. His core's been damaged, which means he's not going anywhere anytime soon. So you're gonna need to protect yourself, Ashen Awakener.
Ashen Awakener? What are you talking about? Wait. What is that thing? Wait, never mind that. What are you?
Ugh, knock it off. How am I supposed to answer anything when you keep bombarding me with question after question?
They are all kind of fair questions, though. Not gonna lie.
You're a chosen one. Chosen by a fragment of the ancient great power.
Great power?
That's right. Those fragments were the origin of the great knights that appear in Erebonian legends. At times, they protected people from harm and disaster, while at others, they were the cause of harm and disaster themselves. And the being in front of you is one of them, a divine knight known as the Ashen Knight.
The Ashen Knight? Valimar? Wait. I remember when I called him.
You got it. You've known that name for a while by now. But he's not the only divine knight that's active. The noble faction has one under their control, too. That one is known as the Azure Knight, or Dean. Remember? That's the one you fought and lost against.
Why?
Cute boy.
Why did it come to this? Why did everyone... Crow.
He had me fooled, too. How could I have known that irresponsible playboy was the Azure Knight's Awakener?
Chosen by a great power.
He's obviously had plenty of experience piloting it, too. He
Maybe
must
she
be
likes
pretty
cheese.
dedicated to his cause, whatever it is.
Hey, get up!
I'm also gonna make a mention that I think with Cold Steel
You can hear me, right?
1, my colors were off, but ever since I figured it out for Devil May Cry 5, I've noticed the colors are matching both the TV and on my recording screen.
Take me back to Trista! Take me back to my classmates!
I don't think he's responding.
You're wasting your time.
And
His
for those
core
who
was
are
heavily
confused,
damaged in the battle
Celine
with
is
the Azure
cat that we
Knight.
saw at
Didn't
the
I
end
just
of
tell you
Cold Steel
that?
1. She is Emma's familiar.
And despite that, he strained himself flying all the way out here afterwards. Even when he was barely hanging on, he prioritized your recovery over his own. You exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with him, you know.
Damn it!
I'm gonna have to write a note somewhere on my Cold Steel 3 playthrough and say, hey, remember to do this before you start streaming. So you're not wasting an hour of your time going, oh shit, did I do this or did I do that?
This must be somewhere in the Isengard range, on the northern side of the Nortia province.
Huh, I'm surprised you were able to work that out just from a glance. I guess that's what happens when you're raised in the mountain. Hey, where are you going?
I think he's straight up ignoring Celine. There.
My stuff's gotta be around here somewhere.
But now that I got that, we should be good.
I can sense monsters nearby too. I'm gonna need to be careful.
I already did that, Rean. I jumped ahead of time for all of that. Of course, my phone goes off and I can't reach it. Ow. Okay, that hurt. It wasn't even important either. Tough foe, you say? Oh, you
Now's
can't
our
destroy
chance.
it.
Let's
Okay,
get
yeah,
him.
that's fine.
Here I go.
Let's see, what do I remember?
Yeah.
That's why you needed the notebook info. And I didn't do it. You know what? Forget it. That's fine. This is fine. This
My
is
turn.
fine. This is perfectly acceptable.
Here I go.
We're gonna do this one further
Okay,
though, because
it's safe
otherwise
for
we'd be
now.
here all day. Yeah, he is straight up ignoring Celine. Like, shut up, cat. I don't have time for you. I've got to get other things done.
I wonder what's going on over at the academy now.
I'd imagine nothing too
Hey,
good.
slow down a minute.
Well, only one way to find out.
Rean, I mean, I get why you're angry, but it
Keep
is
going this
kind
way.
of rude
I
to
should be
ignore
able to
her.
get out of the canyon.
Excuse me.
I'd like to speak to your
You
manager.
can't seriously be thinking of leaving him there out in the open, are you? Hey, say something. Are you mad at me or something?
Me? Mad at a talking cat that basically commanded my robot to take me away from all those that I love at school? No! No! Not at all. Whatever gave that impression.
Why would I be? You only completely disregarded and overruled my decision.
Case in point. Although, you know, no. I mean, I get it. He's right. He's right. He's right.
What else was I supposed to do?
Leave you there?
If we hadn't flown away when we did, you'd be dead by now. We probably would have lost Valimar, too. If anything, you should be thanking me.
Forget it. Right now, I want to focus on finding the others. If I keep going this way, I should end up on the highway at some point.
Sorry, but that's a huge waste of time. It's been over a month since all of that stuff happened back in Trista.
A month? Damn.
A month? You can't be serious. There's no way it's been that long.
Well, I don't think she's joking.
Oh, sure, don't believe me. Like I said, you completely exhausted yourself during your first synchronization with the Ashen Knight. And I do mean completely. There was a real chance you could have died.
What?
It's a miracle you're able to walk around like this a mere month later, and it's all thanks to him. He used what little mana he had left to heal you rather than himself. And just so you know, I've been here this whole time, watching over you. So I really don't think I deserve all of this animosity I'm getting from you.
This can't be.
The only thing Rean heard is that a month has passed, and he has no clue where his friends are, how his family's doing, or the state of Erebonia. That's all he heard.
It's been a whole month since what happened near Trista? But then, what happened to the others?
Hey, wait a... Oh, for heaven's sake!
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Let's move.
Yeah, staring at like, what the hell am I looking at again? And yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Let's move.
You did say arts would be the best, didn't you? Jesus, if I do either one, I'll be freaking, you know what? Let's see what happens. I'm curious.
Here I go.
Wow. I'm still
That's
kicking
that.
butt.
Let's keep moving.
And for those who are like, well, what's the rest of the information on the screen mean? In due time, my dears, in due time. As of right now, though, they're not important information. At least not yet. I mean, I might as well.
You could really try calming down a little, you know.
I mean, arguably, it's understandable why.
You could at least respond.
I mean, really, Celine, let's digest this here for a minute. This man has been asleep inside of a robot for a month. A month since what happened. And how it ended wasn't quite agreeable. I'm so stunned that I'm
Now's our chance. Here I go.
Oops. Wait, I can't do Gale? Boom.
There! Ha! Let's move. My turn. Okay, it's safe for now.
Ah. I feel like I'm just as OP as I was in the first game, but I know I'm going to be put in my place very soon. I know that for a fact. But as I was saying, this man has been knocked out for a month in his robot with no recollection of what's happened.
Hey!
Hi. And Rean, in his final moments, wanted to do nothing but protect his friends, and instead of being able to do just even that, Celine overrid his controls and basically said, Valimar, get us out of here. Despite the fact that this was in fact saving his life. But if you look at it from his point of view, you're leaving his friends behind with no way of defending themselves with the exception of what they had, and what they had at the time just wasn't enough. I kind of do feel bad for Celine, though. I mean, I get why she did it.
I'd asked this before and didn't get an answer. Probably because I was bombarding you with question after question. But better, just what are you anyway? Why do you know so much about everything? And don't even think of saying you're just an ordinary cat. Because last time I tried talking to a cat, it did not talk back.
What do you mean your cat doesn't talk back? Mine does all the time.
Oopsie. Totally forgot about that, didn't I? I'm what you'd call a familiar. I faithfully serve the witches of the Hexen clan and aid them in fulfilling their duties.
Witches? As in the witches in Erebonian legend? First the Great Night legend turns out to be based on a true story. Now this? I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale.
Well, you know what they say. Truth is stranger than fiction. Whether you believe me or not is up to you. I'm not going to try and convince you.
Well, I've got no real reason to doubt you at this point. So, do you serve Emma then? Rather, does that mean she's a witch?
She's still a novice, but she is a witch, yes.
So if it wasn't already painfully obvious when we had her, and she was doing all these weird, bizarre tricks that, you know, she would brush off and say, oh no, I promise, it's nothing to be suspicious of. And everyone's like, yeah, I I don't know how true that is, but of course, because of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Because of the orbital arts, she hid it kind of well, or rather well, even though some of it was still suspicious.
My job's more to keep an eye on her, though.
Of course, they're gonna show the
We did
points
always
where
get
she
the
really
sense that
kind
there
of
was
showed
more to
her
than meets
true
the eye.
nature.
Guess we were right. But her being a witch?
I mean, whoops! Didn't mean to hit that. Ow. To be fair, I mean, what's more impossible to believe? A giant fighting robot that responds to your every beck and call, and they are nothing but short of fiction. Or, and I know how obscenely weird this will sound, or a witch with a talking cat familiar trying to save your butt and keeping quiet about it because if the knowledge of her clan gets out there, it's kind of over for her and her family.
It's surprising. But then again, the more I think about it, the more it makes perfect sense.
What's with the goofy grin?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get going.
Back to ignoring Celine, I see.
I hope everyone at the Academy's safe and sound. Not to mention Elise, Princess Alphen, and Prince Oliver, too.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about those two.
I need to take a deep breath and keep calm.
I think that's what she's been telling
I
you.
can start figuring things out once I get a little farther down.
About time.
I mean, I actually don't need to rest.
Could it be? I knew it! I've been here before! Master Ka-Fi brought me here as part of my training.
That's the name of your former instructor, right?
Yeah. He was the founder of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School of Swordsmanship that I follow. His full name's Master Yun Ka-Fi, though most just know him as the Sword Hermit. Man, when was the last time I came here? Must have been, I don't know, 5 years ago. In fact, if I remember right, my hometown of Ymir is only a few hours away.
Oh, really? Well, that's convenient. Wanna head there? We might be able to get there by sundown.
If we hurry, yeah? As soon as we get to Ymir, I want to try and gather information on what's been going on. What was that?
I think we have a bigger problem, Rean.
It feels like it's coming closer.
It couldn't be.